Hello, welcome to Giants Tarot on the 1st of October, and bit of a new set. Like I say, it's a work in progress. Anyway, it's Elizabeth with you here now. In Giants Tarot, we just read things about each day. There are a lot of readings covering, various psychic sciences and or whatever you want to call them. So the first reading is by Glenville, Kleiser. Divine mind is always present. For October 1, the realization that divine mind is always present and is ready to cooperate with you will stimulate in you new faith, power and purpose. As you avail yourself of this great spiritual power and use it in your daily activities, there will open to you unlimited possibilities of endeavor and attainment. Today is the day for you to be renewed by the transforming of your mind, to make a new appraisement of your character and life. The more you launch your thought upon a high spiritual plane, the more swiftly will you progress toward the ideal life. What you habitually think, you gradually become. Seek constantly to make more of yourself and your opportunities. Think, meditate, reflect, and then act with resolution. The Theosophical Society has a thought for today. You must help yourself first, and when you do so, others will soon follow. From a birthday book, adversity will make those born on this birth date only more determined, eager, and efficient. It is the birthday of one who won't be downed. Generosity is a strong point. The supply of food in some form should give due reward for whatever effort and capital may be at stake. The right partner should be a resourceful organizer and something of a stoic. From 365 Things to Know. For the 1st of October, what is the meaning of October? October, like September, bears its old name, which is 2 months out of date. It means the 8th month, but it is, of course, the 10th. The Anglo-Saxons used to call it the yellow month. Some numerology for the number 1, which is the 1st of October. Number 1 is a portal to guidance. It invites perfect conditions to achieve our aims. Learn to be a pioneer. Don't hesitate to tackle unusual or original things. Create and invent. Empowered to manifest one's desires. Can bring new things into existence. Develop executive ability, willpower and a broad vision, so managing ability grows. Do not procrastinate or find excuses for not finishing what you start. Follow several lines or have an avocation rather than specializing in one endeavor. Can be born into a family where forced to be independent. Rarely shows affection but still wants praise, sympathy and encouragement. Number 1 is the basis of all numbers, the pathfinder, green light. It is the leader. It begins, comes into being, starts. It is obstinate, ambitious, empowers success, manifests desires and new beginnings. Change is coming, so be ready. Energy and encouragement is available, but ask. You should always ask. Okay. The strategy for today is to keep plans to yourself, and you work best alone. Strike out, pioneer a new field. Have the courage and intelligence to explore the unknown. Learns by experience. Can have temper tantrums. Represents me first. Stand on your own 2 feet. Guard against impatience with others. As the sun is in Libra and remains there until the 23rd of October, we have a Libra first division, 1st of October. The rule of a Libran 1 is to fight for justice. You have been endowed with virtues that leave you admirably equipped to succeed in many areas of life, but especially in the field of law, whether as a maker of it, a practitioner, or an enforcement officer. You are sympathetic, liberal, fair-minded, and idealistic. In addition, you possess the ability to see clearly situations which baffle and mislead others, and you usually express yourself well, although in a subdued way characteristically Libran. The major arcana card representing Libra is Justice, and this card is in force with these readings, and I suppose with everybody else, for up until the 23rd of October. Some tarot decks bear the numerical emblem 8 for Justice. The Rider-Waite deck christens Justice number 11. One of the oldest decks, the Marseille deck, allots the number 8 to Justice. The Rider-Waite deck, well, I've just said that. Some of the older decks therefore indicate that justice comes before the wisdom of the hermit and before strength. Be what it is and why, it is a curious psychological and or esoteric notion. Justice raises up and justice obliterates. Justice measures and weights. Justice has respect for intention to truth and unification, and scorn for misrepresentation and unreality. We are in the first 10-day period of Libra, which runs up until the 3rd of October, and the card that represents this decanate is the Two of Swords. The first Venus decan of Libra produces the most peace-loving aestheticians in the whole zodiac. These people need to come into contact with the finer things in life, and they are highly aware of every imaginable sort of relation to their fellow men and women. That said, in spite of their strong you orientation, they can and will at times become very unbalanced and quarrelsome. It is a great dilemma in the lives of first decan Librans how much to rely on other people, and on the other hand, how much to go on their own. This is the decanate of policy, acumen, shrewdness, and subtlety. The birth emblem for today, the 1st of October, is the 8 of Diamonds. A piece of writing about the 8 of Diamonds should begin with something like, "Do you want the good news or the bad news?" And the recipient of these words might say, "Well, let's have the bad news first then." And the writer would respond, "Sure. The bad news is that when the 8 of Diamonds looks up into heaven for guidance and understanding, the card above is the Queen of Diamonds." The recipient could display a blank look and politely offer, "Okay, well, let's have the good news." And the writer would respond, "Sure. The good news is that when the 8 of Diamonds looks to heaven for guidance and understanding, the card above it is the Queen of Diamonds." Of course, the recipient is baffled. So the writer begins to explain the rarity of the 8 of Diamonds. 8 is more than a word, a descriptive noun, a moment in thought where pictures in the mind show aspects of 8. 8 is also a spiritual verb. It has muscle. It is the engine room of actuality. For the 8 of Diamonds, actuality can be plotted on more than the X and Y axes. The Z is a possibility too. Up, down, in, out, by some type of divine right or correct placement in the 3D, or intelligent spiritual knitting of high forces with worldly geography, space and time, the 8 of Diamonds, with best assessment and applied willpower, just wins. It is extraordinary how they can do whatever they like and get away with it. This does not mean that they do not worry and fret, or that every victory happens at once. No, some of their battles are long and hard. But from some place in their soul, where wishing meets willpower, they create a win, and then another and another. They conceive a plan and are careful to prepare it, and then they execute it. Remember that the number 8 is one of the power cards, but unlike the 10, which holds power, the 8 makes it. It can be domineering, controlling, and exasperatingly exacting. But try to tip it over and you encounter their gyroscopic balance. It comes from their plan, their initial conception of how their truth is to be achieved. Diamonds use the currency of values, measured by behaviour, judgments, worth, usefulness, merit, ethics, and morals. To count, measure or gain traction in planning or moving forward using the measurements of values, balance is essential. Looking up into heaven for guidance and understanding and encountering the Queen of Diamonds might be a bit of a shock, for the Queen is a tough card, capable of making tough decisions, utterly suited for authority, strong-willed yet gracious. The Eight of Diamonds has the Queen to back it up, a formidable duo. Good news or bad news? Well, it's up to you how you wish to ride the energy. The Eight of Diamonds emits a high signal. Are you up to it? The actual reading for the 1st of October is strong religious tendencies with a metaphysical trend, often psychic, like to dramatise their abilities, need an appreciative audience, confused by home problems, nervous, sceptical of others' motives, inclined to independence, but work best with cooperation, like to lead groups, conduct classes, appear on platforms, have pleasing personalities and make good ambassadors, may have musical talent, but better conductors than performers. And the Lenormand card for today, which I've come without, that's good of me, which I won't read, but it's number 8, and I will hold up, which is crazy, but I will hold this up. Look at the neckline on this dress. Isn't that the most beautiful neckline? So there you go. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.